everyone, so I'm going to be showing you how to make pierogi dough and how to make the potato and cheese filling. I actually made, I went ahead and cooked the potatoes ahead of time, but I'm going to show you how to make pierogies and how to freeze them. Okay, so in this bowl I have 3 cups of flour, 2 tablespoons of sour cream, and 2 eggs. I'm going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of my favorite salt. I don't know what my teaspoon is. We're just going to guess. And I have 1 cup of milk over here that I'm going to add to as well. So I'm going to take my favorite method, which is chopsticks. And you can do this in a mixer. I'm going to mix this together first. And then I'm going to add in my milk slowly. And I'm using all-purpose bread flour. So I'm going to add half. And we'll see how we do. I'm just going to mix it in. I don't know, I noticed chopsticks are probably my preferred method. Okay, once it starts to kind of come together, I'm going to add the rest. And then I'm going to let this dough rest for a good hour. Allow this dough to rest. Really mix it. I like using chopsticks. So dough is a little wet. So I'm going to try to go ahead and hold on one second. So I'm going to go ahead and knead that dough in. I'm just kind of turning the bowl as I knead because it makes it easier. Once it comes together, you can pull it out. And the dough is going to need to rest before we can work with it. So I'm going to pull this guy out, move this guy outside. And I'm going to knead this dough. And then we're going to let it rest for about an hour. I was gonna make dumpling dough too, but I don't have any pork or chicken to work with the dough. So we're just gonna do just straight up Polish pierogies. Right. So the dough should be smooth but elastic when you're finished with it, which means you can kind of freely move it on the board when it's done. What I'm doing is, it's kind of like a cut motion, is I'm cutting it down like that, pulling it, pressing and pull, and it's gripping the side of this board. So this is nice and well kneaded. I'm not going to over knead it too much because I want to work with it in the next hour. I'm going to go ahead and take this guy, put it back in the bowl, and cover it. Okay, so in my filling I have 3 steamed Yukon Gold potatoes, 1 cup of cheddar cheese, and a tablespoon of these dried chives. I'm using dried because it's stronger. I'm not going to put salt in it because it was in chicken broth. And then I have my dough here. And I'm just going to pick it up. Right. And I'm going to go ahead and just cut, I don't know how many pierogies I'm going to get out of this. 2, about like a 1. If you need to weigh them out, that's fine. I'm just say 1 ounce portions. We'll start with 5 and see how we do. So I'm going to take my little round here. I'm going to take this guy, cover him back up, and then I'll just work at 4 at a time. Okay? And I'm going to take my dough. It's a pretty supple dough. I'm going to make a round. You can roll them out if you want. I'm not going to. I'm just going to go ahead and pull them. To kind of a round. Okay. Got my scooper. One ounce scoop. Okay. And I'm just going to go ahead and just pinch the edges here. Just going to pull some of the bits off here because it looks like this one's a little on the bigger side. There's one. And the dough is sticky enough where I really don't need to, and this is just excess dough, do anything else to it. So I'm just going to keep making these and I'll cook a few up. Okay, so I made a whole entire tray and then I'm going to show you how to boil the pierogi, and then I'm going to freeze the rest. So, bring this up to a boil. Okay, so I have some baking going for this guy, and I'm going to pull this out. I'll do a few of them. And I will freeze the rest of these. So I have that going. Boiling these up, and then I have baking going. So I'm going to freeze the rest of my pierogies. So I just got them super crispy. And now, there you go. That looks good about so hard. Oh! Hello. So that's Kirsten.
Huh?
That was Kirsten?
She's still on there. I'm looking for my phone, which I can't find. Oh, there you go. 788-953. 788-953.